Okay, hello. How is my music volume versus my mic volume? Sounding good? When's the gamer grandma really trying? I don't know, Mr. Boyo. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't have to say Mr. I can just say Boyo. But anyway, yes. Is the music volume okay compared to my speaking volume? I'm still trying to figure out this headset. Oh, here. I'm gonna make my avatar bigger. Because right now, currently, I am not drawing anything. Figured we'd chat a bit first, and then... Whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. No. That's not what I wanted to do either. Oh my gosh. That's what I need, yes. Yes, please. I'm trying to make myself... Not... No, I don't want the background, you stupid fucking... Sorry, I'm just trying... All I'm trying to do is move my avatar and it keeps selecting the background. I apologize. Come on. No, no, no. You know what? I can lock it, right? I can lock it. Yes, I know technology. No, I don't. No, that still didn't work. I locked it and it still moved it. There we go. That's all I'm trying to do. That's all I'm trying to do is make myself a little bigger on screen. That's it. Come on. Come on. Okay. 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 There we go. Now I am massive. Alright, now I can see what everyone's been saying. Alright, let's see. Now, hello to all 8 of you. Let's see what you've been saying. Hello. Hello, EP! Oh, volume sounds good. Okay, good. A lot has happened since last stream. You have a job. Life's never felt better. Oh, I'm so happy to hear that, Mr. Boyo13. You know what's nice about a joke? There are a lot of... I'm not saying that out loud. Got this. Old Mama T struggling with technology. It's true. Beg T drop. Please. No, I don't think so. Anyway, I have an artwork for one of my voice actors actually that I need to finish, and I am not sure if YouTube will let me. It's not explicit, but it is suggestive. And really all I have to do is the what do you call it, like the highlights and shadows. I just have to finish it out basically, do all the beautifying to it. And I thought maybe I could stream myself trying to finish it out, but really wanted to talk about accents first before I do. For like I said, all like 10 to 12 of you to 14 of you who might stick around, especially at this time. So yeah, I am really excited. I had an idea. It's not really it's not an original idea, but I have an idea for another audio. I actually have a short backlog at this point, if that makes sense. I have a which is a great problem to have. I have more ideas now, which is great after I took a long break, and so I have ideas, and I just was writing like crazy, and it's an interview style audio, and I have seen so many, enjoyed so many role plays like this where it does have a Jersey accent, because it just adds so much like bite and flair to the audio. But at the same time I was like, I don't know if dudes like this or not, because I've only listened to other girls doing it, and I really like it. I think it's fun, but I also don't know, like I could do Jersey, or I could try to do like very posh British for the interview, which, okay, since there's not going to be that many of you in here, I'll just let you know. It's, you know, again, without giving away too much, well, I say without giving away too much, but I'm not honestly probably just going to read through some of it and give you an idea. But it's basically She's a rep at a dating service, but it is a monster girl dating service. And so she's basically trying to hook you up with, the right monster girlfriend for you. And so that I think would fit the accent a lot. It's like, okay, so if you want a vampire, you just have to remember, they're gonna be really clingy. Just I just think it would be really funny. But you could also do posh British and make that work too. Like, honestly, vampires are just not worth the hype, my darling. I'm telling you, not worth the hype. You could settle down with a nice, I don't know, example. So I'm struggling between those two, and I only have, I believe, one other character on my channel that is British. I definitely have Irish, Scottish. Okay, I have a question. What is to you the most fun accent to do? Definitely the Slavic. I have so much fun being Slavic. The Joyzy accent so good. Oh, thank you, Edie. Maybe if you spent some more time, in bed, you wouldn't be so eepy. Maybe drink some chamomile tea before you go to bed. It tastes like medicine, but it's good stuff. Anyway, I just don't know. I don't have a lot of confidence in it because I haven't really done that accent ever for anything. But let's see. Okay, since there's not that many of you, I'm just gonna open up the script here, and I'll just start skimming a little bit. Hopefully, I won't bore anyone. But okay, so my vote's on the New Jersey accent. Well, thank you, Evie. Thanks for the vote of confidence. So, okay, I just like rough drafted this earlier, and it's like office setting, right? And there's a little bit of the backstory, but it's very bare bones. I don't know if there's gonna be opportunities for more installments of this concept, since it's a dating agency. So it's like, I guess there could be different type of listeners coming in, but you'd have to have different monsters listed each time. I don't know. But anyway, so hello, Agent Warrior X. I'm just discussing the accents that I could use for this script that I have. So I'm just gonna jump into it. I'm just gonna start skimming it here. So like, let's see, it's like no, Hazel. Listen, Hazel is her coworker. Listen, if he says I'm not like other vampires, he's absolutely like other vampires. Yes, the brewing, the cape, the tragic backstory about losing his beautiful reflection. Heard it all before. And then on Friday, I matched with a Kelpie who said he wanted to go for a swim. And I was like, okay, let's not be stereotyping here. Alright, let's give him a shot. Maybe he's got good intentions. But no, turns out it was not a euphemism. He actually tried to drown me. Yeah. Romantic in a mythological sense, I suppose. Not in a living, breathing way. I can hear you fall back to Jersey now and again. Really? Because I've never tried it in my life before. I don't live anywhere near that region or anything. Anyway, so that was one option. I just think it would be so much fun. It would be so much fun to do, but I just didn't know, since I do mostly romantic stuff. It's just such a different tone from most of what I have on my channel. I think the only other thing that's close to this was when I tried to do like a crazy scientist, and that was more like that was a nerdy voice, and I really don't think people like that, which is fine. Let's see. I'm going to try and get to the beginning of the interview. Scrolling. Now for ghosts. I just saw now for ghosts. Also, while I'm doing this, I have been very excited about the next episode of the Monster Girl Spa. I re-edited the compilation with the latest Aurelia audio that came out a couple hours ago, and so far everything looks good. I edited out the parts they thought was too spicy, and I should be able to upload it next weekend, so I'm very excited about having that back up. Okay, Leora, yeah, I don't know. dumb name. I said that with Leora, your rep for today. But again, I could see this working as very posh British, but I'm guessing that it probably won't go that route. But I don't know. I'm just confused. I literally just called it Monster Match Inc. I've got to find a different name. But the whole point is, the idea, right, is that it is kind of a cheesy, you know, I don't want to say sleazy because that's not quite right, but it's like a cheesy dating agency that was kind of slapped together to capitalize on the fact that the human and monster world suddenly collided together, and where they thought there would be panic and screaming, like there was some of that, and then it just turned out all the monsters and humans just wanted to hook up. So now now there's like all these agencies everywhere. Just can't. That's really stupid, but I think it's fun. Anyway, so she's like, okay, welcome to Monster Match Inc., where you happily ever after might have claws, fangs, or, you know, a minor tendency to steal your life force in your sleep. Kidding. Mostly kidding. So let's get your profile started, I just need to record a few details, and it'll be typing. Name? Oh, no, don't worry, you don't have to say it out loud. I'll just tag you as Anonymous Sweetheart number 470. Yeah, there's been a lot of people applying this week, and then I'll have the typing sounds. It'll be a lot of fun. Let's see. And you're here looking for, yes, a girlfriend, monster type. What else would you be looking for? Perfectly respectable. This music, I hate this track. Hold on. I don't like this one. There we go. Hate is a strong word. I strongly disliked. See what? I made dinner. Pork tenderloin coated in olive oil and seasoned with a homemade rub. Oh, are you trying to brag, or are you just trying to get me to move in with you? Okay. Let's see. Girlfriend monster type, perfectly respectful. Honestly, you're one of the few humans who still specifies girlfriend instead of whatever will talk to me after midnight. So good on you. I wanted to do... Okay, so, anyone who doesn't like mouth sounds, I'm sorry. But I was gonna... Usually, because I am kind of copying a formula I have seen before that I really enjoy. So usually it's either the Jersey girl or the girl at like the nail salon or whatever. And they're chewing gum really obnoxiously. So, to me, I meticulously edit out any of my breaths, my inhales, if I can help it. But with this style, with the chewing gum and stuff, that will all be part of the experience. It would actually be less work for me if I did like a chewing gum, like, you're here looking for, yes, a girlfriend. Monster type. Perfectly respectable, honestly. You're one of the few humans who still specifies girlfriend instead of whatever will talk to me after midnight. You know, that's kind of the vibe. So I don't know. What do you think? Do you think it would work? Like, a ton of other people have done it before. It's not original. I just didn't know if it would be a bubble pop. Well, I have very old gum right now, so I don't chew bubble gum. So I would definitely have to buy bubble gum specifically for it. But you have to be careful because that cheap, like bubblegum, the cheap stuff is like, oh gosh, it can coat your throat and hurt and stuff. So nice punctuation. Let's see. There you go. Can I get a bubble on this one? Oh! Okay, I did, well, I blew a little bit of a bubble, but... You're an alright chef, are you? Of course I'll compliment good cooking any day. Although, a Starbucks muffin is just as impressive to me. Because I'm always on the move, always busy, always busy. Anyway, I don't know. I just kind of fell in love with this idea, but I also didn't want to do something that would fall flat on its face. So, alright. Does anyone want to hear any more of the script, or do you want me to just shut up and start drawing my femboy artwork that I have to finish anyway? A killer chef, you say? Sounds like the premise to a bad slasher movie. Killer chef. I will bet you that exists. Let me get my best friend Google. Let's Google. Killer Chef slasher movie. Let's see what we got here. Of course, the menu. Of course, it's gonna bring up the menu. Who cares about the menu? About the Killer Chef. Yes, we know about. Okay, so there's no actual movie called Killer Chef, but there should be. Black pepper, garlic salt, garlic powder, oregano, and some red chili powder. Oh, you can't go wrong with that combination. Although, I bet you hope you had some onions in there. Enjoy the latest Naga vid. Hyped that. What? Hyped that ish for you. I feel really dumb. Okay. Hoping for many new viewers. Thank you. I'm hyped for just the whole series in general, because now I feel like I was stuck for a long time before the first Aurelia video. I was stuck with how many different monster types can I actually implement here, and how many of them can I come up with like unique enough spa treatments for. But now I have much more of a focused vision, I guess, about which types I'm gonna have, which ones could work and be unique. I am struggling talking about accents. One of the reasons I hopped on here is I am struggling very much with one of the accents. Well, it's not even an accent, it's just like I can't figure it out. I can't figure out what I'm gonna do for one of the monster girls that in the next one that's gonna be introduced. If I go too deep, I risk sounding like repent. I can't go. I already have like the nervous, kind of higher pitched, breathy voice, and then I have Aurelia, who, yes, she has an accent, but I gave her the floating intonations that go up at the end, where she kind of sounds a little more floaty. And as much as I love that, I really wish now that I'd saved it for this other character that I want to do, because now I don't know what to do for this other character. Well, Ronald, I don't know. There's only I struggle to break to keep more than a few people in these live streams, so maybe I'll just tell you. If you show up to the live streams, you get info. You get info that no one usually knows. So if you would like to know, I can tell you what I'm planning, and then maybe give you some idea of what I'm thinking for some voices. But it is difficult. I was literally practicing in the car while I was driving around, like trying to figure out just about an hour ago, like how in the world am I going to do this and make it distinct enough from the other characters. You're doing amazing work. Oh, thank you, Lucas Smith. Or just Lucas. Are we on a first name basis? This is my second live stream, so I'm excited for sure. Well, I'm glad you're here. I don't do live streams a whole lot because I don't have a lot of time to myself or I'm not doing something, but yeah. So, okay, like I said, there's not that many of you here, but I am going to do more, like, varied monster types, I suppose. But for the very next one, I'm going to go, I don't want to say basic, because that sounds, I don't know, that sounds too downbeat, but it is a little bit basic. I'm going to introduce a water therapy, and who else in this kind of setting, you know, what other kind of monster type could you get to do water therapy besides a mermaid? So it's like, duh, I had to have a mermaid at some point. So she's going to be a mermaid, and that's part of the edition. The edition is actually going to have more than that, but again, I'm definitely not spoiling the very next one, because I am really, really psyched about the next one. The only reason that I'm not writing the other girl who's not the mermaid right now is because I have to introduce the mermaid first. It's just the way it goes. And also, I feel like I need to give Ravane another audio too. She's had to Repent and Aurelia now have both had more than her, so I need to give Ravane another episode somehow. But for the mermaid character, the struggle I'm facing is I want her to either not speak, which is going to be difficult, or she has a very difficult time speaking. So she has to speak in a different way, and I was trying a couple different things, but they were sounding too similar to other characters I have. Let's see. Okay, yeah, I thought it might be mermaid based on the odd description of the new edition. Yeah, water therapy from a firefighter with a truck parked in the sauna. I don't think so. We're not looking to skin our clients here, alright? But no, for a mermaid, I want to do something a little bit different. But it's difficult because I don't want to make the joke before I've gotten there, because then no one will take me seriously. But my initial idea is, what if she hardly ever uses her voice because she's under the water, yeah? So when she does speak, it's like maybe Harry. Like she has to literally push the words out through, like it's more like breathing. So when she speaks on the inhale too. So on the inhale. But I didn't know if that I will have to hammer it out. I don't know if it'll sound good or if it'll sound like she's dying. I don't know. So like, human, come into the pool. I need to do something distinct like that, to where you can tell she has not spoken very much because she's been under the water. She hasn't had to, and but I also have clicking sounds for Ravane. She'll do her little tongue sounds. For Aurelia, she does her. For the mermaid, I have to do something similar. I was thinking about some kind of humming, but I also don't want to sound, again, it's very challenging because I don't want her to sound like she's dying. So because I thought about doing like where if she's not speaking, she's just kind of humming. But I didn't know if that would sound dumb. I just don't know. I'm having the hardest time. What if changed based on whether she was above or below? Yeah, that was kind of what I thought, and I thought maybe I could add some bubbling, like maybe that could be part of her tick, is that she'll just like plop down to water and just well, she wouldn't sound like that, but pressure difference too, though, being deep makes a big difference with breathing capability. Yeah, so that was my thought. I just my concern is that the inhale voice would sound too close to Aurelia, or it would sound like she's dying. Like, I don't know. I'm just that's my problem, is that I'm worried she sounds too close to Aurelia, because Aurelia has the floating kind of breathy tone as well. So my range, I actually don't have as big of a range as I thought. So I'm already to the point where I'm like, all right, if I, what I'm trying to do is, if I had all these characters in the same room together, because at some point I want that to happen for one reason or another. I want them all to be in the same room, and they have to be distinct enough from each other. Let's see. Good luck with the audio, T-Drop, you got this. But, Kaleos, you are making me a wonderful meal. You can't just wait a minute. No. Oh, not really. It's like, no, I know. A million names. Oh, which accent am I doing? Hold on. Okay, now, Kaleos. I don't know exactly how to say your name, so I'm just gonna call you Carlos. Okay, Carlos. Now you come in here. You tell me about your beautiful pork chop. All right? Okay. You come in here with all your seasonings, just absolutely seducing my taste buds, describing the beautiful dinner that you made. And now you're just gonna dip? Okay, I'll see how it is. Go have yourself a good night. Go scoop, scoop. No, for real, thank you. Bye, have a good night. Not too much of a stretch to have them in the same room since they all work under the same roof. Well, right, but I mean, I'm sure they're in the same roof together plenty. But my point is like that when trying to come up with different voices that contrast, I'm like, okay, if you know when the day comes when I'm going to put them all in the same audio, they have like people have to be able to tell which is which. Let's see. Make her voice wilt off because she can't sustain long sentences. So that just happens to me on a regular basis while recording, and you guys just don't know about it because I edit. I thought about that. I guess let's see, like so, like human come into the water. I need a tick. I need an audible tick that I can do. I'm just so used to doing the, and I can't go blub 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 blub. When I could, but I won't take it seriously. But I did think about cause like dolphins and whales and stuff, they do like the humming or the clicking, and I'm like, again, if I could do a mouth clicking that's distinct enough from Ravane, and Ravane just goes, so maybe for Mirelle, I called her Mirelle, the mermaid, Mirelle. Maybe for her, she could do something similar. It would be more like. No, it sounds too. It's a sound. It's not even a tone. It's just a sound. You can't make it sound different. I like how 13 of you were just hanging out, listening to me making sounds. Thank you. I think the sounds that quote-unquote she makes, I don't think I will be able to make them. I think I'll have to either create or find sound effects that indicate that she's making the sounds. I don't know if I'll be able to replicate what I'm thinking of. What if it's more quick, short bursts, like she has the ittiest-bittiest lungs that can only hold enough air for a few words? That would be good. But I don't know, again, I don't know if that sound makes it sound like bad to the point where it's like she sounds like she's in distress. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to figure it out. It's all about making silly little sounds ASMR. Yeah, that's true. Have you considered editing the recorded audio, like making it sound distant, echoing, or underwater? I mean, I have not thought about that. So, like, what, like she's using a telepathy? Because then actually that would make it harder. Believe it or not, that would make it harder, because then I'll have to do a regular voice that she's projecting. But I've used up most of my regular voices and tones, unless I did a different accent. And I feel like she wouldn't use language, if that makes sense. That's why I was like, if I was more creative, or more visual, like if I had actual, if I did ASMR in front of the camera, you could do something where she wouldn't have to actually speak, you would just see what she was doing, and there wouldn't have to be dialogue. If I could somehow do this audibly with very little dialogue, it would be great, but I don't know. That's kind of the whole bit. Giving relief and comfort and sweet exhales Google. Sounds less distressed. Yeah, again, I didn't want to make the joke. I don't want to make the joke in case it's distracting in the final audio. There's a joke that I thought of while I was doing the inhale and exhale, speaking. I think once I have, because I don't actually have, let's see, I have a rough, let me pull up my rough here. I do have a rough layout. Oh no, did I mess up my music? I don't know if I did. Well, we'll find out. I'm gonna pull up my rough script here and try it out with some actual dialogue. Riveting stuff. Riveting stuff. Monster spawn. Okay, so you're here for monster treatment. What else is new? Mirelle. Okay. So, let's see. So the dialogue. Wow, wow, this is so dumb. This is a rough draft, so a lot of it sounds really stupid. I said oh It's like, have you ever tried to you can make all the Finding Nemo jokes you want. Have you ever tried to sound like a whale underwater? It's like, it sounds so pretty, but when you try to mimic it, nope. I'll have to do a lot of actual sound effect work in this, I think. But so it would be like, mesmatic. You feel that it trembles in the chest first, then the back. It shakes the bones, not with violence, but with a memory. Oh my gosh, that is hard. I don't even know if you could hear that. I don't know if you could understand what I said. I feel like it was really quiet. When I was small, the elders told me every creature has its own tone. Maybe a little too much like Little Mermaid. Melody, sing-songish. I had thought about that, Ash, actually. I had considered, like, if there was a way that she could, like, sing everything, but, oh gosh, I can't. A glass of water on hand to blow bubbles into. Yeah. I can do that. Maybe, I guess that could be her tick, but this could be... Oh, I love water. Anywho. Yeah, I don't know. I could have her... Thank you all for enduring this brainstorming session, by the way. I mean, sing-songy, like, when I was small, the elders told me you can't do this. No, I mean, you're talking about an entire script here. I mean, it's rough. It's very rough. But even when I refine it, it's like I don't know. Again, I had wanted to do kind of. Aurelia kind of took the delivery that I had thought would be more ethereal, and it's more what I would do for a water creature, and I gave it to Aurelia instead. Again, the other option is just to have her whisper, just because she doesn't have a lot of breath. Like, I could, if it's just cop out, I could just have her whisper and maybe give her a bit of an accent, or you may close your eyes. The water will carry sound to you. And I could put some, you know what, again, I think a lot of this is just gonna have to be done post-production. Like, I'm just gonna have to put echoey water, like echoey sounds. I'm gonna have to put some effects on it, but I could do that. I hum through my gills, and vibration moves through everything around us. Do you feel that? It's very quiet. I know you guys probably can't hear that. Moving into the siren aspect, let her voice sound different to each person hearing it. Oh, okay, yeah, thanks. That's all I need. I mean, I don't think I would not need to do that because it's just the one listener so far. But can you imagine if I had to do multiple voices for just one character? Because it's no, I get what you're saying though. I completely get what you're saying. I just at this point I just want to slip right back into Aurelia's voice. The current changes with the pitch. It just fits so well because that was my idea at first for the siren character was to go up like that when you're delivering the lines. Changes with the pitch. And I actually, that's not an original idea. I got that from Atmosphere ASMR. That was how her like siren character sounded, and it was so beautiful. And I was like, oh my gosh, I should do that. So definitely inspired, but I don't think I can do it the same way. It's too close, and also Aurelia kind of did that as well. Take the listener to an underwater cave. Italian accent? Mamma mia! I added. Hold on. I can't even do it with going mouth. I added a pizza! Who do you think I am? You think I can do a convincing Italian accent? I sound like a cartoon! Oh yeah. Yeah, the lady who has a bunch of Monster Girl characters. It sounds like a cartoon. Ooh. Alright, I'm done with this. I'm done with brainstorming. I'll figure it out. Actually played Slay the Princess, but there are only 2 voice actors. The woman who voices the princess's various forms has to do a lot of different voice directions. No, I don't really have time to play anything, unfortunately. I don't play a lot of video games. I don't watch a lot of TV shows or anime or anything anymore. But I've seen a lot of buzz about Slay the Princess online. I don't know anything about it. I've just seen the buzz. It's after 11, so I was gonna draw. Let's see, I'm all set up to draw, but my thought was, I know I said at the beginning that I was gonna try and finish an artwork. Let's see what I got. I have to open it up. I guess I have time. I guess I could do it. I'm just really tired, but that's just par for the course. I don't know. I just thought I would jump on stream and see if we could figure anything out. But I think what I have concluded is that I'm just gonna have to do a lot of work in editing. I really do think. Turn off my night light. Oh gosh! Oh gosh! I just turned off my night light, and I want to die. Okay. All right. So, I know that pretty much my entire audience is dudes. However, what I am currently working on, I tried to find anything related to my channel to work on, and I just don't have anything finished, and I didn't want to start anything new. So, I am just, let me rearrange everything. My point is, I know that I know pretty most of you listening are dudes, but I'm doing an artwork currently for another male VA who did a script for me recently, and he asked for, he's a VTuber, and his character is like a femboy hellhound, and I do artwork for him sometimes in exchange for voice work. And so I am drawing. Let's see if I can. Steel paint. There it is. Okay. So this is what I'm drawing. Let me move the chat box. Can I move the chat? Okay, I can move the chat box. Actually, I think I'm just gonna not have the chat box. Okay. So, I hope that, I don't know if YouTube will have an issue with this or not. It's not explicit. It's a little suggestive. So anyway. But I owe him this for one of the scripts that he voiced for me. It's great to have your own currency when you're artists or creators, because then I can be like, hey, if you do this script for me, would you like any artwork done? And then we can just do a little art trade. And that's a lot of fun. That's a lot of fun to do. Personally, I think he's coming out really cute. So I'm sorry I a cute monster girl queued up for you this time. I've fallen behind, I'm sorry, but this dude, Flare, gave one heck of a performance for one of my other audios, and I have, as color reference, I have a snippet from one of the other artworks I did for him here. It's cute. Cute, cute, cute. Little pink cheeks. Little pink cheeks. Okay. Give him a little bit. Anyway, my point is I hope that no one minds. I don't have a cute girl for you right now, but this was more my priority. Just like it or not, the other... Oh, did I? Oh, I did merge that down. Oh well. My other channel, the Patreon for my other channel actually generates most of the revenue. That's kind of changing. This, like, my personal channel, well, this, I call it my personal channel. This channel, it's doing okay, but the Patreon really is where it's at. And if you don't have those spicy audios, man, you just don't make enough money. So it is top priority for his wonderful performance to get his artwork done and to him so that we can be square. Okay, I'm just getting what do you call it? Not OCD, but just working on all the little fiddly bits. Fiddly bits, fiddly bits. What is this? Do I need to cover this up? See this pixel right here? This pixel. I tried to erase it. It didn't go anywhere. Okay, I figured. Alright. Let's work on the ears a little bit. Just gonna put deeper tone. I don't know if I really have to, but it's a hoodie. Don't know if I have to put a ton of shading. Let's see. I don't know if I like this or not. I might just leave it. Yeah, just some really light, just suggestions of shading, make it look a little plushy, maybe. I don't like that color, so we'll go. Let's try this. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. In the meantime, while I'm doing this, how's everyone's day going? Is there anything you'd like to talk about? Or anything you'd like me to talk about? Oh, I totally forgot his lipstick. Pretty sure he always has dark lipstick on. Let's see. I could be wrong. Let's do a warmer, not pink, but a little bit. Yeah, we'll go with that. Still have to do let's see. I'm not sure about that. What did I do before? I like this color. The color I've given him here. Color's good. I'll try and replicate that. Okay, so it's definitely lighter. And I made it a little bit more intense right here. And then erase it more. toward the corners. There we go. Okay, and I did need to grab the highlights. I guess I was highlighting everything in yellow because of his tail. So again, this guy is a femboy hellhound, which is such an interesting combination, honestly. I don't know much about the rest of his backstory. All I know is that Flair, as he's known, has not been voice acting for very long, but oh my goodness, he's amazing. And I need to have, okay, there we go. And I wish I had, I think he's actually live right now as well. Like I said, he's a femboy VTuber. That's too bright, I think. I'm having trouble with this angle for some reason. Okay, looks better. I haven't even done the shading on the rest of the body, so I don't wanna. Okay, hold on. Let me see what chat says. Who all's out? Let's see. Okay, hold on. I gotta scroll up. I got a back read. Alright, hold on. Let's see. I'm going way back. On a tangent, are there any plans to do a female for female version of the first Repent audio? Well, there should be. FHBR, if you're still here, there should be. I'm pretty sure I've done. I'm pretty sure I did that or edited it to include Sailor Sweet. If not, yeah, I could probably edit that. It wouldn't be too well. It depends. If I did not save the file, then it would be very difficult to do, and I would have to re-record the whole thing. But I can't remember at this point. So, but I think there should be, and if there's not, I'm sorry, but it would probably be a lot of work. See, After Effects are gonna. Femboys deserve love too. Oh, all the love. Is your channel's demographics really almost all men? From what I've seen, people comments. Yeah, yeah. There's some gals in there that like to watch the for female videos, but I mean it's such a small percentage that I kind of yeah, it's like if I could show you the statistics, it is insane how little the female for female videos matter in the terms of my statistics. Like, it is nothing. It is such a small percentage. Anyway. Gender fluid, huh? Cool. Tail is cute. A little heart hole is everything. What's his channel? I'd love to check it out. Let me see if I can find... I love the cutesy femboy outfit with parents mostly guarded, grumpy goth. I'm back. Sorry, y'all. I had to leave. Welcome back, EP! No new Monster Girl faints. Yeah, I'm sorry. Cute Boy's just as good. I'll not love this. Your art rules. Thank you. Spicy audio in this economy. Oh yeah, spicy audio is that's what's helping me pay my bills right now. Not gonna lie. At this point I would legitimately do spicy audios myself, but to be 100% transparent, I know that it would drain the life out of me if I had to. With everything else I have to do, I don't know when I would find the time to actually record it. I'm a mother, so my child would have to not be around, and also my husband's not thrilled with the idea. So I feel like if I did spicy audios myself, I would get a couple in, and then just not be able to keep it rolling. It would probably suck the life out of me, and then it's out there forever, and then people expect you to keep doing it, and it's just not sustainable for me. But what is sustainable is finding, when you have like a whole internet out there of VAs who, you can cycle through different ones for different scenarios. Then that way I can just be the director behind the scenes, and that has been working out really well. So anyway, are you currently taking drawing commissions? I mean, technically yes. I had a Fiverr open for a long time, but I just nobody no one wanted to pay what I was charging, and I thought my prices were pretty reasonable. But and then then I just ran out of time too. So, are you gonna be doing more vampire audios with feeding? Vampire, probably not. Definitely not. Not because I don't want to, but because they keep. I got community guidelines struck. It removed my video. It was just too spicy for YouTube. So, if I do any of those, that's maybe what I can do as far as a compromise for like quote unquote spicy. I could do spicier stuff with that YouTube thinks is spicy, and I could put it on Patreon. But I definitely wouldn't do more than PG-13, like maybe towing the line into R, but nothing past that. Class. You did some pumpkin carving. Just oh yeah, I've carved pumpkins before. I did finish a project for my friend. Yeah, I saw that, Evie. It's 3 a.m. and I'm stuck deciding if I should sleep or do some work. Oh gosh, I feel that. I feel that. Thanks for your audios. I have autism, so I find ASMR not only relaxing, but it helps me not be so overstimulated. Oh, I'm glad that's helped you, Ash. I don't have autism, but I totally understand. I have ADHD, and I wish ASMR had been an easily accessible genre of anything when I was a kid or in high school or college. Besides Bob Ross, I can't think of anything similar. I propose to be the physical avatar for an AI to help in its own realized AI design. Oh, I'm trying to read this sentence. What? I proposed. Okay, hold on. It's gotta be a new one. I propose to be the physical avatar for an AI to help it in its own realized AI designed body. Okay, to assist in true machine learning rather than forcing AI to emulate a human experience. Nothing exciting. That's cool, I guess. Wolf Girl? Oh, it's actually Femboy. But yeah. One of the proudest female for female listeners, if I ever end up listening. I haven't gotten one single commission. Yeah, it's rough out there. Everyone, that's so weird that YouTube nuked the vampire videos. YouTube just hates fun. Well, it's not. They're not people. It's too big of a platform. I'm gonna go back to drawing now. It's too big of a platform, so you know that actual real people are not reviewing this stuff. And the thing is, I try not to get upset, but I'm just human and I can't help it when I work so hard on something and then it's nuked. It's like I'm a tiny little channel too, and these giant channels have the same issue. So I'm trying to remember where the light source is with this. And it's just it's like on one hand, YouTube allows me to make money. I don't make a ton of money, but it is a platform. They don't owe me anything. And there are a lot of, I think it's more I don't want to say double standard because I don't think that's the right way to phrase it. But it's like you see their ads, the ads that are like on their platform, and they're so much worse. Like you'll have big old bitties hanging out and all kinds of just garbage that they're like, oh, we don't allow this on our family-friendly platform. I say as we're literally staring at an ass. I hope they don't shut down my stream. And that's what annoys me is that there's AI channels out there, there's content farm channels, there's just so much garbage out there, but they just I don't know, they don't have a way to tell what's, I was chattering and I messed up. So no, it's and anymore. It used to be automated, and then you could ask for a review, but then it would say confirmed by review. But I'm like, I don't think so because I asked for a review 10 minutes ago, and there's no way that a real person actually reviewed that. And so it's a double-edged sword. It's like on one hand, I am grateful for the platform. It is the biggest platform, but mostly at this point, it's I'm hoping that it just sends people to my Patreon because I'm like, if you don't have YouTube Premium already, then it's a much cheaper way to actually get ad-free versions of my videos, and at this point, I never know. Like that's the worrying part, is that I just never know really what's going to get struck down. The fact that they struck down my my compilation that really ticked me off. And I was actually on with customer support about it at one point. I don't even know if they were in this country. And I literally asked, like, are you human? And they're like, I am human. So I'm like, okay, cool. But they for some reason they found one snippet, like, in my video that they thought sounded inappropriate, I guess. But what burned me up is, like, they have all these automated systems, and now they have AI or whatever to detect these things, but they can't cross-reference. It's like, this is a compilation, which means that it's of other videos that are up on my channel that YouTube has had no issue with. But they can't cross-reference, so they're literally like, oh, this is inappropriate, we're going to take this down, and you get a community guidelines warning. But I'm like, this is literally the exact same content that is on my channel right now. It's just put in a different format. And they're like, nope. And I was on with customer support, and literally they just kept spamming me the community guidelines link just to go check it out. And they're like, well, since this violated this, we can't, this is... And I'm like, well, it doesn't, though. And they would just say, please refer to this, that, and the other. I mean, it was literally like talking to a robot. But they said that, and I was like, so what you're saying is you can't help me? And they're like, yeah, I guess. And I'm like, okay, fine, thank you, bye. That ramble just to say that, yeah, it is what it is. I guess I don't even really know what I'm saying. I just do my best. So, Vampire Audios, that's why, yeah. That's why I'm just not doing anymore, and those are so much fun to do, and I just, I can't risk it. I can't, and that's the frustrating thing, is that I would like to do somewhat spicier things, like tantalizing, and I know that plenty of other creators do. I was just looking at my analytics at what a lot of y'all watch from other channels, and I'm like, how are these people not nuked? Like, just by unless the titles are clickbait, but they're like, oh, this girl holds you down, ties you up, and blah 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 blah, and I'm like, that sounds way more suggestive than anything that's in my videos. But again, I have to count my blessings, because the majority of my videos are fine, or I have actually gotten many appeals granted that I've gone through, so it's not like it's never worked for me before. But it just, it is what it is. Let's just, long story short, this and say that. He's got to have sooty fingers. It's part of the design. I think I want to make... by the way, I did ask him permission first. I asked him permission if I could stream this, since it's his artwork that and he said sure, but he was live as well. Oh, that's right, I keep forgetting what channel I'm on. On my main channel, people would recognize, not this particular character, but they would recognize the voice actor. Okay, hold on, let me see what I have here. Duplicate this, make it black, and then okay, let's see. So I need pink. Okay, I need it. I was gonna have this little pink line on the inside of the hood. Yeah, I still like that. And then I had this idea that maybe the stockings had little toe beans. Little toe beans. The black definitely is a better choice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Most of us have 5 toes. Alright, cool. I am happy with that. Select. Okay, now I just have to do highlights. I haven't read chat in a while, sorry. So this should be... I just need to scooch this up. There we go. I can't wait. I'm just waiting to get to this tail. I love doing this big flaming tail with all the I love drawing fire. I might not be the very best at it, but I do love I do love drawing fire. You can just, a combination of warm colors, and you can kind of just use different tools to mush it together and it'll still look good. Which, speaking of which, I realize I should probably do some of these highlights in like a yellow. Okay, there's definitely some gaps here. Why are there gaps? There we go. Okay, definitely lost. Just randomly do the Monster Girl, the different Monster Girls, like, audio ticks. Okay, let's see. Oh, whoops, nope, I did not want to do that. Just trying and being very OCD. I can't let anyone see that pixel! Alright, I'm gonna have to get the highlights going on his fingers. On his spine. That spine could use Aurelia. All this sexy femboy posing. Okay. Fingers. Love me some juicy highlights. I love juicy highlights even when they don't make sense to be there. You know what? Instead of this right here, let's try. Yeah. Sure. Why not? Okay, let's blend it out. I had to give him the, what do you call it? The dimples of Venus or whatever. Love them. Although I think they might be a little too dark. We don't want it to look like he's got too deep of dimples. Actually, I might soften up my work on that. Yeah, that looks a little bit better. Yeah. Okay, I'm dying to get to the tail. I want to get to the tail. Before I get to the tail, though, I know I have to do some bright yellow-ish highlights, because his tail is going to be very hot and very bright. And we want some reflection. Oh, I have to shade the pink. Dang it! Dang, flap it! Okay. I'll get to it. Okay, I gotta shade the pink. And let's see. Ah, crap, is that layer? There we go. Crap. Okay, I'll just make a new layer. Screw it. Oh gosh, there's a lot of color gaps in this. This is mysterious music. No, we don't need to go too detailed with this. Okay, let's try and clean up some of these little bleed overs here. I'm sure there's a way I can keep that from happening, but I don't want to read. I want to follow tutorials after using this same technology using the same program. For how long? Okay, where are you? Where are you, pesky color? There you are. Alright, go. Oh gosh, it's so late. Caps. Caps here. I knew there was one by the booty. Okay. That booty. That booty looks juicy. Oh, I'm Sean Connery now. Yes, juicy booty. Yes, top priority. Indeed. Always top priority of this society. I don't know. Juicy booty, juicy boy booty. Let's get the juicy boy booty. Okay, no one's gonna care if the pink is shaded. Alright, that's good enough. Just have to... Actually, maybe I can make highlights instead of yellow. I could do it a little more. But it needs to be yellow though. Okay, and save. And then now I can start it on the tail. So here we go. Now comes the fun part. Alright, so I had done this as a base. I can make it more chaotic now. Well, I'd love to figure out, because I don't have to figure out exactly how it attaches to the spine or where, but we'll just go with that. We'll just cover up with some flames later. It'll be fine. I'm just gonna add a little bit more texture first. His tail is literally made out of flames, but I guess it's still attached to his body somehow. So. Okay. Oops. Did not want to do that. There we go. Wait, no. Wrong layer. Okay. I do actually have a fire brush, but I don't know. It just looks a little bit too refined. Like I only use it I only use it for like patterns and stuff, really. Keep hearing my chat go off. I really should check on it. Okay, so actually, you know what? What am I doing? I need to use one of my little shortcuts. Whoops. How that happened. What? Okay, there we go. I don't know what I did there. I messed up. Okay, now it just gives me something. Gives me a rough start. Oh, I have to move. I have been sitting cross-legged this entire time. My old knees can't handle this. But I have to stream my family art. I gotta stream my family art. Okay. Oh, but for real, my knees are killing me. Ouch. Okay. Alright. I'm gonna take a quick moment here and read the chat because I have been hearing it go off. Let's see. Okay, I don't know how far I'm reading. I'm reading pretty far-ish back. Oh gosh. It's because of AI? I'm not sure about that. Trying to suck up to the AI overlords. Yeah, I gotta do what you gotta do. AI, in my personal opinion, just sucks the life out of everything. It should be abolished. I don't think it needs to be abolished. I think we just need to get ahead of it and understand it and hone it. Right now, it's just like a wild, wild west. You know? Project Atlas, human AI, blah, 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 yeah, whatever. It's either YouTube AI or some random company going after you. I've had Sony trying to block a video of mine. I don't think it's a company, but I also, I don't know. It definitely feels like it's automatic, but it's whatever. Sony just mad, can't figure out what to do with their IPs. Yeah, that's true. At least I don't have to deal with copyright stuff. That's why I don't do like specific character role plays. Also, you're kind of locked in when you do that. I had people ask me to do specific characters, either myself or on my other channel. People who were like, "Oh, that dude's voice sounds like so and so," and I'm not gonna do that. And you're locked in, and then you gotta deal with potential copyright stuff. Like, I'll take every now and again them being like, you moaned a little bit too sensually, so we're gonna take down your video. And I'm like, okay, cool, bitch, I got Patreon. Anyway, alright. AI is not allowed to access the internet directly because of security risk, which shred human security. True, I believe that. Access. Concerns rollback. You mentioned that report. Mentioned that Repent's voice hurts your throat a bit. What is your favorite voice to do? Again, Aurelia is currently my favorite. I love the Slavic accent. I love rolling the R's. It's just a perfect combination. It just turned out so well. I was very fortunate for that to all come together. Welcome, coffee. Oh, coffee break. Hello. Thank you for the welcome. Yes. Everyone, give it up for Coffee Break, who came in probably a long time ago while I was not paying attention. Holders. I look back and damn, those are some classy buns. Kind of stacked up like pancakes. Tales like me in the kitchen, the cake is on fire. Y'all are nuts. 6 days till Halloween, are y'all dressing up? No, but if I do, it'll probably be pirate, because I have all this stuff. Okay, I'll go back to drawing, because I'm so close to finishing him, but also this is a very ugly stage here. Okay, let's increase. Let's make this totally dark. This is a very ugly stage where it's not quite blended out yet, but it will be. You will be blended. Okay, I don't want it to be quite that yellow, quite that far down. I guess it could be. The thing is, I feel like every single artist who's in my chat too, or just creative of any type, doesn't have to be art, understands the struggle of good enough versus not as good as I want it to be. And for fire, I feel that a lot. I love doing fire and flames, but I feel like there's ways it could go wrong. And I always feel like I have to do a little bit more or tweak something a little bit. I'll be perfect about it, and I'm like, no, I just gotta kind of go for it and hope that something good comes out of it. Let's see. Yeah, I think I want to keep this shape, but I think I don't know why I keep thinking it's too thick up here. It's more like it's thick down here. Anyway. Oops, I didn't mean to move that entire tail. I gotta start blending. I try not to blend a ton right away because I don't want it to get too muddy too quickly. But sometimes it's just, sometimes you just gotta blend first. Just let it be ugly for a bit. Every single stage of art has an ugly phase. I think we're past the ugly phase for the rest of him, but for the tail, we're just getting started. Because I have drawn this character twice before. Once, let me see if I can find, I'm gonna try and find the safe for work version. Hold on. Culture, is it in? Or no, hold on, my music stopped. Okay, hold on. Let me find this. I asked Flair, is it okay if I stream drawing the artwork for you? And he said yes, and at that time I actually said, oh, never mind, I'm too tired, and then I decided to stream anyway, so if he sees what I'm doing, he might be very confused. Okay. I'm trying to use my mouse on my laptop while also... Okay, here we go. Alright. I don't want to scandalize anyone. Oh no! What happened? Where'd it go? Oh my god, studio. Where'd it go? Okay, there it is. Never mind. Alright, so anyway, like I said, I don't want to scandalize anyone. This is technically the safe for work version. This is the first one I did. His character. And so you can see the tail, and I guess I should probably actually just leave that up as a reference, actually. How can I right about here. So as you can see, he has definitely been much spicier, and here, just in case, because like I said, I don't really know much about how YouTube works on streaming. I'm just gonna really quick, just to be safe, I'm just really quick just gonna, I don't know. Here, just to be safe, just in case. Alright, so yeah, he's not happy about being so so covered up. Gotta get rid of this background. I just need the reference. It's more Alright. Mostly just need to see the tail. See how I did it. Okay, I definitely made it more orangey. So why don't we switch that to a more orange? Oh, there we go. That's gonna help a lot. That's gonna help a lot. Okay. This, yeah, that's just kind of what happens. Okay, so I had definitely put way more actual flames. Like I had gone really over the top fiery. Just gonna, yes. Okay, just gonna, there we go. Oh, just looking at the tail, I swear. All right. I can't remember what I was muttering about before I pulled him up. I was trying to say that I had drawn this character, Flair, before, and that... Oh, whoops. Dag flabbit, I did that on the wrong layer. It's okay, we can deal with this. I know it's just a few strokes of the pen, but it's the principle. Okay. Okay, there we go. Alright, let me see what chat's saying. The censoring makes it look worse. Yeah, I know. I know. But I have to make it look worse just to be sure that YouTube doesn't kick me off for some reason. Best ASMR artist on YouTube. Aw, Prophet, thank you. I would disagree though. I've listened to my fair share of other ASMR artists who are far more talented than me. I am just a nobody trying to tell my own stories and get in on the same stuff that helped me so much. Censoring makes it look worse. Yeah, you think? I'm sorry, I'm picking on you so much. But I'm censoring it because I don't know. I don't know the rules. I don't know how easily. I have definitely been in streams back when I actually had time to attend live streams more. Okay, that just makes it look like his tail is shaking. That's too many. I've been in streams where YouTube has stopped it, but I think that was more for like music that was copyrighted, not necessarily content. But I don't know. I just never know anymore. I never know it's gonna trigger whatever pearl clutching being sometimes does its job on YouTube, and other times it's like, oh yeah, this garbage slop will be just fine, but you can't show anything. You can't even be slightly passionate, or you'll be punished for it. Okay, we don't need that. We don't need that up there. It's fine. Okay, I do need do some blending down here. Oh, that was my stomach. Oh, you know what? You know what? Looking at the original, his tail was definitely more of like this charcoal black, and then I put actual black shading. That's what I did. Oh, I love this track. This track is so pretty. I'll give it some nice contrasting tones. And then, let's see. I see. What I need to do, I need to drag this down here. Whoops. Oh, it's gonna be the bleh. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? Just delete some of the structure lines. That's kind of what I ended up doing for the original too, it looks like. I just took away I don't need the structure lines when I go in this far. There we go. That's gonna help a lot. Sorry, I was concentrating. I can chatter and chatter, but sometimes I just have to concentrate. I swear I had a... Okay, so there's my red layer. Definitely need more red all the way through this. There's a big chunk of the red in the original. Oops, I don't want to do that. Alright, okay, let's take this away for now. Alright, gotta look at it as a whole. Alright, let's see this. Let's go. I have too many red layers. Or too many separate. There we go. That's what I want to do. Actually, where is it? Okay. That. Oh my gosh, I've got too many of these. There we go. Okay, so I'm gonna do. Okay, let's just focus on this. Like this color. It's like the orangey layer. Oh, do I have a two-tone layer? Ah, dang, flab it. Whatever, it's fine. I'm not like those really amazing artists who can just blend everything on one layer. No, I have to have a million layers. And I know it's not practical or whatever, but it's just what works for me. And so when that is disrupted, I get upset. I can get so wrapped up in the details, you guys, that sometimes I don't know how I finish anything, because I'm like, it's not done enough, it's not good enough. I'm gonna flip him. Yeah, it's definitely time for a flip. Okay. I thought that was gonna look way worse. Okay, you know what? Yeah. Alright. I'm okay. Sometimes I just need to flip the artwork to reassure myself. I don't know how to explain it. Be like, okay, gotta make sure I'm cool with where this is heading. Okay, what is that? That's just the line. Alright. Let's see, I think at this point sorry, I'm still not speaking very blah blah. Blah blah blah. I'm getting really laser focused in, and that makes it difficult to carry on any kind of conversation. Oh, I want this one. This is why I need more red up here. I don't know if I like what I don't know if I like that. Carpal tunnel syndrome. Reverse. I take it all back. Okay. So, oh no! I didn't want to go back that far. Don't flip on me. Okay, cool. I thought maybe I'd gone so far back that it was gonna flip. All right. Let's see. Hold on. This. Ugh, that looks so bad. Let's go to that. Let's slim this down. I do need to consolidate some of these. Let's see. Okay, it's like this and this. Put those two layers together, and that's going to help a lot. Alright, and this I definitely feel like I should have. Yeah, there we go. You gotta have that. Under the whole thing, I am going to put that's too bright. He's gonna have that, and then this is when you can really see where you need to change some of the highlighting colors. Because I had gone with like a pink, which I guess I can still go with the pink, but it definitely needs to be more like a red pink because that's the light source. And this, let's go a little bit more yellow. Let's try that. That did not look any different at all. That did not. Okay, maybe that. Maybe. I'm not sure about that. Let me go back to see what did I do. The points I was making made sense, but at the same time, all right. Let's see what do we got here. Color did I pick? Let me go a little brighter. Yeah, you know what? That's acceptable. I will accept that. Let's turn some of these highlights red as well. And that way, I get some of this. Some of this highlighting coming off as well. Wait a minute, where'd this go? Okay, it's still there. How did I mess that up so badly? Oh, it's so... What color is that? It is not dark enough. There we go. I'm sidetracking a tiny, tiny bit. Scott. His ears are all drooped down. His cute little hellhound ears are down underneath the cat ears. Oh, I thought that was cute. Okay. Get the sidetrack, adding some texture here. Okay, what was I? I was doing the red highlights, that's right. Okay. Highlight on the foot. Wait, no. Wait a minute, where am I? Here we go. Right on the foot. Does not seem bright enough. There we go. It's like something's wrong there. Let's see. Oh, that's too distracting. Not in a good way, just in a it doesn't work kind of way. A little bit, maybe a little bit of highlighting on the boot. Booty. Okay, and I'm gonna do some bright yellow, just a little bit. Just tone it down. I'll know it's there. Even if I tone it down, I'll know it's there. Okay. Let's intensify this a little bit. Going back to his face. Gonna add a little bit. Highlights after all. I haven't done the highlights in his hair anyway, so. He's like, it will. Why would you do this to me? I can't believe you wanted me to put on more clothes. I can't sound like I don't quite know how to do flares. Oh gosh, how did I mess this up so bad? I did kind of start this late at night as well, after we had a recording session. There we go, okay. Just... Oops. No, that's not what I wanted. Ugh, gosh. There we go, that's what I'm doing. Okay, now... I think I just have to do some more of these little fun highlights on the tail, and I think I'm done. I love this track. This track is so beautiful. It's amazing with just a few little highlights can do. It's fucking me. Alright, let's see. I actually kind of like that it's a little bit more, I don't want to say tame, but compared to compared to this one where it was all wild and crazy, this one it's less burning and more like glowing because he's more subdued. So I like that idea. I think I need, let's see, where's my reference point here? For some reason I feel like his skin needs to be a little bit darker. So let's just darken that a tiny bit. Okay, this pink is definitely not working either way. That needs to be... Whoa! Oh my goodness. Why don't we just start that one from scratch? That's still too bright. Let's try it. No, but that's too dark. It looks like he's bruised. Alright. Sure, why not? And now I'm gonna get distracted on where to put the blush and how blendy it should be. That looks good. I actually really like that. Okay, now I'm gonna do, since I darkened the skin a little bit, I'm going to heart. There are definitely parts that are brighter. I'm just gonna add. There, it's very subtle, but again, I know it's there. Okay, I think I just have to do. This is bugging me. Whatever this is bugging me. I feel like I've seen this. Whoa. Okay. I think I know what this. Yep. Okay. I know what this is. Alright, that's good. That's good enough now. I just really need to go in and shade the toe beans a little bit. I don't think I need to, but I want to. Okay. I think he's done. Let me flip him around again, and then I'll decide. I think I'm just gonna add a little bit of where's my droplet spray I used? Okay. Oh, that's not too much. I think I could probably use a little bit more blending down. Just a smidge. Just a smidge. Why am I not happy with this? I don't know, something about this bothers me. Maybe I should just erase lines and flip there, I guess. Maybe I should have, I probably should have made this smaller. Or should I go bigger with it? Hold on. Ugh, gosh, I knew I was going to run into this problem. I think it's... Think about the logistics. That makes a little bit more sense. Okay, feel better about that. Okay. Yeah. I think Flare will be happy with it. Go ahead and save it. And I'll catch up on chat. Let's see. Oh, I got a lot to back read. It looks like Ash had to leave us. I love the S's of Aurelia. Its lightness is so good. Alright, I'm just back reading. Your triggers are great. Others much overdue than often stop talking. Thank you. I try. You two try to teach us. Oh yeah, I'm going back way far. I have not looked. You're drawing such a toasty little guy. I love him. Fox girl with no pants. I am back reading all of this. Why would you want me to put on more clothes? It's my apartment. I don't know. How would you get in here? Classic. Yes, I flipped the image. It is a wonderful technique to make sure that you can make adjustments, because your brain automatically adjusts imperfections when you only see an image one way. But if you flip it, then your brain like scrambles and can see all the imperfections. That's why it's so important, if you do digital art, always, always, always flip, especially if you're feeling like you're not getting anywhere, or you're feeling stuck. Sometimes you just have to flip it, either for a fresh start or just to see where you need to focus. Okay, let's see who's here. Did it for a while, came back. This looks so amazing. Hi, welcome back, Lucas. Well, I think that I am finished. I'm just second guessing myself, and if I keep going, I'll probably make it. Well, you know what? There was one thing I was gonna do. There was one thing I was gonna do. It's something that I do for all my artworks, usually for hair, and it's very easy to overdo. So I don't want to overdo it too much, but I usually put a couple strands. I'll go through and I'll do some individual strands. I said pick up display. There we go. And again, you don't want to overdo it. It is very easy to overdo it. I already feel like I did overdo it. Hold on. Nope, that is down here. Let's reset. It's too much. Because his eyes are this dark. I'll try. No, it was fine before. It was fine before. It's all good. Some of these could probably be a little like pale blue-ish. Maybe just a little. Because he does have some black hair under here, and some blue highlights would be good. Maybe. Oh. Again, I will know it's there, even if no one else does. Even if you just smooth them out to where you can barely see them. Just that little touch. Just that little touch. There we go. I think this part here, I don't think I need it to go across the body. There's already enough stuff on the body. Now I'm just gonna sit here and stare at this for way too long and try and decide if I want to do anything to it. Let me go back to the skin. I'm just overly analyzing everything. See, I was gonna do this background as like jet black, but then it was too close to his actual. There we go. That's a little bit better. And then I can put jet black kind of shadow under him. It's there, I swear. I don't know if I want to do this. I'm just messing around at this point. No, I don't need to do that. What am I doing? What are you doing, Teardrop? Get it together. You suck. Okay. Okay, let's check this. Let's see. It's even necessary, but let's see. Yep. Take this. Okay. Oh, that gray looks too much like his tail. Let's add. I'll just add some. That's right. The last one was just some very basic, just something to be there. Just sweep. Add a little bit of texture. I'll probably fade this out so that it doesn't take away too much from the actual artwork. But we like to have a little bit of some kind of interesting background. I want to put some kind of texture and thought into it. I'm gonna send this to him as a PNG as well. But for the actual artwork, I like to put in a little something. A little bit of texture for a background is way better than just a void. Even if you have to have a void like me, where it's not an actual scene, like this right here. If you have to have a void, at least make some texture present in the void. Okay. Just a little bit. And then see, I'll back it off a little bit. Maybe. If I like that, so nah. I say a 9 to that. I think that's what I already have. Yeah, let's check something. See if I make it brighter. Double down. Cut some of it out. Actually, that side's perfect. I don't want to do too much to that side. I'll go back in. I'm so tired. I always have to do these late at night. It's just what happens. I don't know if I'd necessarily like this way better than what I just had, but something. Oh, tinnitus. What the heck? I wasn't breathing enough, I guess. But breathing is good. Breathing good. Yes. Okay. Alright. I got a definition of insanity over here. Okay. Why not? Sure. We can call that finished. If you want anything changed, I'll let me know. Alright, cool. I think I am done. I am ready to go to bed, y'all. The void. Oh, previous sleep. Flare, that's a good name. Yeah, I'll here, let me find his socials. I'll drop it in the description box here. Like I said, he's a VTuber, femboy voice actor, but he's also done. Oh my gosh, he's incredible. He's amazing. He's been such an amazing person to work with. Find his socials over here. For anyone who watches both of my channels, hold on. Credits. Links. Sorry, I'm trying to find our conversation link. What I was saying is, if anyone, anyone in here, the few of you who are in here, if any of you listen to both my channels, you'll recognize him as the Lucas Femboy. Okay. I'm trying to find it. I'm trying to find. I know I have all his socials. Let me see if it's just in his bio. Let's see. Okay, yeah. Here he's got. Okay. Looks like Twitch. I will. Give me it. Let me copy it. Feckin' heck. Alright. Alright, here we go. I will. Where's his Twitch? I know he has other socials, but for now I'm just gonna drop his Twitch. Hi everyone. Yes, good night. Good night. Okay, hold on. Let me close it. Let me close this out. And this is my giant face. This tea is so good. Tea. Oh my gosh. Alright, so that's. I just had to minimize that just to signal that this was the end of the stream. Oh, I'm so ready to go to bed, you guys. And yet, I have been way more tired I have been way more tired on other streams that were not this late at night. Make it make sense. I don't know. But alright. Thank you everyone for being here. This was fun. This was very random and very not planned, which is what random means. And yeah, just thank you for sticking around. Alright. Bye bye everybody.